As we reported, search crews are looking for a submersible craft that was taking tourists to see the Titanic and ultimately went missing. For more on this effort, we turn to Kristen Romey, an editor for National Geographic. Thank you for being with us. And as we learn more, Kristen, about this search and rescue effort, help us understand first the difference between a submersible and a submarine and what these vessels are typically used for.
Right. A submersible can't power by itself, unlike a submarine, which could leave port, steam out to where it needs to go and come back. A submersible is reliant upon a mothership. And currently, that mothership is some 900 miles, nautical miles east of Cape Cod.
As we understand it, rescuers are looking about 900 miles as you head off the coast of Cape Cod, about 13,000 feet deep. They're searching through the water. How difficult, onerous a process is this?
Well, when you consider that it's almost more difficult to travel to the bottom of the ocean than it is to space nowadays. I mean, everything down there is conspiring to keep humans out. When you think about it, 12,500 feet, which is where the Titanic is roughly, you're talking about 380 times the pressure that's being expended on you versus at sea level. On top of that, I mean, you have extremely cold temperatures. It's an inhospitable place, and you're trying to find a submersible the size of a truck at the bottom of a vast expanse of the North Atlantic.
What is known about the company that owns this submersible that's now missing?
OceanGate has really been a leader in developing these deep sea submersibles. I spoke to the CEO, Stockton Rush, when he was actually developing this submarine back in 2016. The Titan is very unique in that it is a carbon fiber and titanium submarine. Up until now, most of the tourist rides to Titanic have been on very older Soviet steel submersibles. So this is new technology, and it does come with a real-time monitoring system to monitors the integrity of the hull. So it's interesting that we haven't been hearing anything regarding that, because if there was an issue with the hull, we would think that there would be some information being conveyed to the mothership.
Help us understand the increase in the numbers of people who have been going on these extreme, dangerous excursions post-pandemic.
Well, I mean, it began before the pandemic, but it's a combination of technology and people who have the money to kind of create these bucket lists and achieve them. I mean, what Stockton Rush is doing with OceanGate is very closely paralleling what we're seeing in the commercial space field, particularly with Blue Origin as well as Virgin Galactic. So this is a new, emerging, brave new world of travel, and it does not come without risk.
And Kristen, understanding that you're learning more about this case at the same time we are, what more is known about the 5 people who were on board this craft? Have we heard from their families?
Right now, there are no discussions regarding who is on board. There has been a little bit in social media. I think the concern really, before we identify who is on there, is just getting them up. There is a limited amount of oxygen on this submersible, roughly 96 hours, 4 days worth of oxygen. If this submersible did indeed leave around 2 a.m. Sunday morning, East Coast time, as I estimate, they're about halfway through that available oxygen supply.
And what will you be watching for as this search and rescue effort continues?
It is a massive deployment of resources. Canadian Navy, Canadian Coast Guard, U.S. Coast Guard. This is an amphibious rescue mission. There are, we have ships patrolling with sonar. We have airplanes actually flying over the North Atlantic who are able to detect, objects deep below. And we hope that they get to them in time.
Kristen Romey, thanks again for being with us with that reporting and your insights. We appreciate it.
Thank you.